Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Peace, peace, peace. It is unapologetically QI entering the building. As you enter the building or you catch this replay, I want you to smash that like. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm about to break some stuff down. So it's bothering me, right? Because my PTSD was triggered, and y'all know that I've told you I'm fight and not flight. So luckily, I caught myself and dropped down from the panel on yesterday over at Claudiva's because Ken Nola News attacked me for no reason. This is not his first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Like, and so in observation, I have learned that he has issues with me because of my sexual orientation. And how do I know that? All you have to do is listen to the conversation during an argument. But anyway, ways, let's get to something. First of all, we're going to start here. Ken Nola is a Black sector Manosphere. Um, and he is an insecure man. Um, he's short, so he has the short man syndrome, as well as uh, we know he's married, and the way he's going solid sunny when all he had to do, if you're gonna protect her or whatever, that's fine. But the way you're sitting around here doing that, girl, that's ridiculous. All I've seen you do is attack, use, prey on women. You're no different from Lemon. You're no different from ZX, and you're no different from the rest of the Manosphere. And that's primarily why you want entrance into the B sector, because it is full of women, and you want to be able to have your way and your access to the pocketbooks. Now, this is what I don't appreciate about doxers, because the Manosphere, which is on the FBI watch list, does a lot of criminal dark web and different activities. Now, on yesterday, you told me, "Oh, I got your information." Well, I don't dox. So where did you get my information from, and why? Why do you have my information? That's first of all. So, as well as, I mean, you didn't know it, but what you were saying was everything that you said was very incriminating. Now, let's start. You brought up VS, but before, let's bring context in it. You really don't have any business, right now, trying to attack VS or trying to lead a campaign or a hate campaign against VS like you're doing from panel to panel, from panel to panel. Sears, Lemons, like wherever you can go. And we know you work behind the scenes, and we know you're connected with Mo3 people. We know you connected with the Manosphere and Black Sector people, right? And we've seen your works. You and Lady Snoop, y'all start a lot of stuff behind you, Lady Snoop and Envy. Y'all start a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Y'all are play runners, I guess, and y'all want to call it trolls, but it's not YouTube guidelines. It's not entertaining. It's not talented or anything of that nature. Basically, you're launching attacks on women. You launched the attack on VS by telling Mia that VS was talking about her and Lemon, and then Mia told Lemon, and then Lemon, being his disrespectful self, came online and disrespected her. And then, from what I saw, she didn't break any laws or any rules. But here's the thing: you were right there with her. You and ZX were right there with her. And you were playing all sides. Mia, Lemon, VS. You was playing all sides. And it's very ironic how uh after this we see the Manosphere people like China White, Beach, you know, and all the, I know all the Manosphere players, because I observe, right? I observe. And although you may not call yourself Manosphere, you might call yourself Black Sector. I know all the Manosphere players. Now, I don't know if y'all trying to come into the B sector as well, but y'all messed up the algorithm. But I don't know if y'all are trying to come into the B sector as well to go under a different brand like the B sector, which has and is going to ruin the B sector's reputation. Because a lot of the stuff that y'all are doing, I mean, like the B sector does not do. We don't do. Yes, it's named the beef sector, but it wasn't beefing like acting dysfunctional, acting like we were part of gangs, trying to silence people, trying to control or anything of that nature. Basically it was beefing because, like, if somebody said something that you didn't agree with, or if somebody they shaded or roasted back, and it would go on and on and on. For the most part, it was lightweight. Now we did have, a little this or that here or there, but for the most part, it's nothing like, like you guys are saying the Black sector does. And Ken, you're the orchestrator of that. This is the beefing sector. It's just named the beefing sector. It doesn't mean that we're trying to get go be criminal. It doesn't mean we're trying to go to jail. It doesn't mean that like you we want to be toxic and totally toxic and dysfunctional. And here's the other thing, Ken. You have a mental illness. We know you talk about taking your medicine, as well as you have anger issues. I really do believe that you're abusive because what you have done to me is not just cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and cyber harassing. It is bullying. Now you wanted to bring up, oh well, you didn't do nothing to VS. I'm worse than VS. But guess what? I'm a lesbian. I like women, and things are different when it comes to women, especially women. You know, versus a man. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And then like you're sort of narcissistic as well because y'all like that public humiliation and stuff. That's the biggest way to tell when a person has a personality disorder. It's like 13 of them traits, and histrionic and different personality disorder, and you definitely have one because you're married with like with the child, and you're on and you have, I know that you have women in your family, but you're around here stalking, harassing, and terrorizing women and lesbians. You're very homophobic. You're very misogynistic. You fit into the manosphere. But here's the thing: we don't need the manosphere over here. Like if any women of the B sector want to join that ideology, then they're more than welcome to go to y'all. But in terms of over here, like no, like this is not, the sector wasn't based or founded on that, and created on that. And then we have a lot of older women over here, just like for one, I am your elder. So not only is elder abuse, abuse in like pretty much abuse in general. You're mentally ill, mental abuse, mentally ill, taking advantage of mentally ill, taking advantage of disabled. You prey on the weak or what you think is weak. But the reason I'm making this live stream is like I was letting you know yesterday, I'm not. You're basing things off of like something that happened 7 years ago during the time when, my priority was my family. My priority was my family. So you're basing it from and what you stated when it came down to VS, it came from a woman. And you're stupid if you believe a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But basically, you're repeating it. So why should I be like, okay, so you want me to be mad at her and do something. But why shouldn't I be mad at you as well? Because here it is 7 years and you're still repeating the same thing. And then at first I thought, it's not, and you ran over there to her just like Lemon. Y'all go, like, you run. If, uh, if you think I'm talking to a woman, or if you think that there's something that has occurred or something, that you run over there because you're weak, insecure, then you brainwash them by telling them all kinds of lies, religion, all kinds of stuff, pretending that you're somebody who you're not. Why are you trying to set them up to take their place? Because somebody said you should get you a Tonka truck and a fruit stand. I mean, or a food stand. Because you don't have a job. So you sit at home, play PlayStation all day or whatever, and harass people online. And that's nothing about that says man. Just because you're a male doesn't mean you're a man. Just like with Lemon, he's not a man. Y'all want women to take care of y'all. Y'all want to be coddled. Now you're trying to gather up all these women to go up against, VS. You're always trying to gather women up to go fight for you. You're weak. You're weak. That is very weak. And the way that you treat women with that toxic masculinity and the manosphere, the incels, there's a reason they call them incels because they're weak. What they call beta men. You're weak because any strong man would not treat, knowing that the whole purpose of a man is to provide and protect for a woman. Any strong man would not be out here treating women in the manner that you do, trying to prey on women, trying to take advantage of women. You're insecure and you need YouTube to validate you, like Lemon. Some of y'all need YouTube to validate you. You need to go to therapy. You're abusive. You just ain't nothing, like, and so yesterday it really showed that you're a sad, weak, pitiful man. Because you're sitting up there lying. Because we all know you started the situation between VS and Lemon, and you start a lot of other stuff as well. Then you sit and laugh. That is malicious, and that means you have some severe mental issues, like a lot of you men on here that behave that way. And that's why I decided to make this. And you threatened to dox me. I did not say, I didn't threaten you. I said, I bet you won't do it in my face. And then I also said that if you were in my face, I would knock your head off. So I want to be very clear. I did not threaten you. So you have no excuse to, first of all, have my information. No, and I'm not playing that kind of game because I am a grown woman. I'm not going to allow you to play with in my life, real life. I'm on this app for entertainment purposes. Just because you're miserable, just because you may not be happy with your life, you don't have the right to access my life under no reason because I don't play the same game. I'm always on the fence and I don't play this same game. So I've been sitting around because I was like, okay, should I wait? Should I do this? Should I do this? Sitting around trying to decide how I was going to maneuver. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is tell you I'm not engaging in a back and forth beef. I'm not beefing with you. I don't bother you, and you don't have to bother me as well. I don't bother you. Don't bother me. I'm not your business. You can't control me. You can't manipulate me. So stop trying. Go sit down somewhere and leave me alone. Because if you do anything, I promise you, like I said yesterday, I'm no this, no that, no other. I am going directly to the law and you will face some consequences. Because once again, you don't see any history of me instigating or attacking you, but there are videos after videos after videos. I'm a lesbian. I'm an elderly woman. Those are three things that are on my side already. So I decide to just, this is for you. I decide to just address you for the last time. You have issues. Leave me alone. I didn't do anything to you. Your problems are your problems. You need to take your medicine and you need to go to therapy and you need to stop terrorizing and harassing women. We are not here to coddle you and baby you because you're a grown man with a family and you're married. Okay? So you know, I'm just letting you know. I'm not playing. I am not playing. I don't bother you. I don't even know. I'm just trying to make sure that, I say it the best way possible. This ain't that kind of party. I don't do this YouTube stuff like that. I'm here to just content create, educate, do some real content. I'm not here to harass, try to control, try to, do any kind of criminal activities, try to scam people, try to dig in. I don't come on here begging or, doing anything illegal for money, harassing people, stalking people, bullying people for money. So we're not in the same category and all stakes are on my side. So I digress. Peace out.